before the game how the score would kind of tell you how the game was going with it.
Yeah.
When you're in college, they were.
Yeah.
First half really went the way you wanted to. After the third quarter, things kind of.
Yeah, I mean.
What did you think caused that?
Our turnovers. It's hard to withstand 18 turnovers to 6 turnovers. And so when you turn the ball over, you just let them get out in transition. And I just thought we lost some of our offensive purpose. Just they didn't take care of the ball. And I think we had 7 turnovers in the third quarter. And so when you do that against that team, they make you pay.
What did you see from Tyrese, especially in that kind of stretch?
Just tough shot making, shots that he usually makes, but he's a great player, and he's good against multiple coverages. So you have to pick and choose your spots. We gave him every coverage except blitz, which you don't want to open up to because I thought their role players played really well. Like Tyrese does that on a nightly basis, but when their role players are playing well and you shoot 48% from 3, it puts you in a bind in a close game as to what you're willing to give up. And so, he played well, and their whole team played well tonight.
That last play that Halliburton hit the 4-point play.
Yeah.
What are you guys trying to do on the switch there? Obviously, you're not trying to foul there, but what was Jalen supposed to do there? How did
he did the best he could. They do a good job of somewhat coming to set the screen, and in the third quarter it was transition, and then I thought our angles on our individual defense was tough. So they put pressure on your switching by running by you every single time and just play with speed. And so you have to do a really good job of staying into the ball and waiting till you get screened. So if I remember that play correctly, we didn't wait into the ball. We gave him a little bit of a pocket, and he took advantage of that pocket, and then JB tried to contest it at the end.
The third quarter, did you like the lineups you played? What did you guys do in the third quarter that didn't happen? You just said turnovers. Was there anything else?
No.
Offensively, was there anything?
Well, it goes back to your offense and defense are connected. So if you turn the ball over, your defense isn't going to be as good. And so I thought our turnovers led to their transition, and I thought we lost our angles as far as our individual defense and gave them some driving lanes and opened up, the ability for them to get to the paint. So those two things kind of got us in the third quarter.
When Halliburton draws 2 defenders because guys to the paint and throws it out to the Thurin or Hield and they hit a 3, that's got to be frustrating because it seems like your guys are doing the right things defensively, but those guys are just hitting shots.
Yeah, it's tough to beat 48% from 3. So it goes back to when you're in a close game against teams, it's never one thing that it is, and so you have to be willing, what you're willing to live with. And so, we get Halliburton inside the 3. Our guys do a good job. You inch out to them, and you force, decent 3-point shooters to have to make shots, and they made them. So, credit to them.
Did you have a problem with Hield taking the 3?
I don't care. I could care less.
Silver lining that you guys get to go home and get some rest?
Sure. Yeah.
Is there what do you take from that?
Again, the league got what it wanted, creating emotion and headlines and opportunity early in the year when, it's not really boring, I guess, to watch the NBA. So they got what they wanted, and we had an opportunity to, win at something, and we didn't do it. And so we just have to go back, and it goes back to what we talked about before the game, is you have to be able to understand both sides of the coin. And whether this was an in-season tournament game or the NBA Finals, the same things we're going to win and lose games. And so it's just get back to the drawing board, continue to build those mindset and those habits on how can we be the first quarter team for longer periods, the first half team for the entire game. And then those 36, 37-point quarters, we usually give up 1 a game, and so we got to really work on those and get better at those through our offensive execution, and then just continue to work on the margins.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.